Alright, hello everybody, I'm TychoCelchuuu, the person on the internet who casts Company Heroes 2 games, and we have a live game being currently played between Tomokaze playing as the Austere and building Tier 1 right off the bat. Pretty standard stuff there. Versus, however you want to read this, and then Ogeha. Somebody just posted a virus in Twitch chat, so let me delete that somehow. Got it. Got it. And we're good to go. Hopefully Luciano was not joking about that being a virus because I just banned somebody from Twitch. Yeah, so like I said, Ogeha is playing as the British, and so we have infantry sections out. Not a big surprise there. The question is, do we get a Bren carrier, or do we get more infantry sections? And the answer is, we get more infantry sections. It definitely was a virus, says Cuddles. Good. Those are bots that randomly post those links, lol. Well, you know, as long as the bots increase my viewer count, I'd say it's a net positive for everybody who doesn't get a virus. And a net negative for the people who do get the virus. So we had a Grenadier and a machine gun out for the Germans. So we have the Pio machine gun Grenadier opening. Grenadier is doing some relatively close to base capping, which is interesting. Often you see the Grenadiers out there on the map fighting. But maybe because of the combat superiority of the Tommies, who have their big old Lee Enfield rifles named after John Lee Enfield, the creator of the rifle, the Grenadiers are just going to cap some stuff over there and let the fighting go for the MG42. And the MG42 gets one burst off and then has to immediately pack it up. It's not going to be happy about that. But this is all right. Maybe it's not alright. It's going to get flanked. This is good for the British. This is going to be a flank. It's looking like a flank. This is a flank, but the German player very quick on their toes. That was a very good reposition. You might have expected the German player to commit to that second setup, but no, immediately unset up and reset up, and that's probably going to stop the flank unless these guys, ooh, they're going for the cutoff, I guess. I would go for the flank. There's no, I mean, the cutoff's alright once they cap this fuel, but you can get a big coup if you push this MG42 off the map. You could do it. You've got more fighting power over it. You have two infantry sections over here versus an MG42 and a Pio. Obviously you win if you get the flank. But it's all for naught. Now the Grenadiers have shown up. It's a more even fight. The MG42 is just going to chill and cap. Maybe it's going to unset up now. What do you think? And those Grenadiers, yeah, these are very chill Grenadiers. They're just capping around the map. Capping some back points. Another Gren squad out. We do have a Bren carrier. A Bren versus a Gren. Except it's shooting the Pios for good reason. They're down to 2 people. But it can't commit. Or can it commit? Shut up, British person. I would want to maybe commit to those Pios. Force the retreat, and then the Grenadiers have to cap the point. Although it kind of doesn't matter that the Grens would have to cap the point, because they're just hanging out trying to catch the Bren anyways, so we'll see. I guess they have enough for a Faust. They could be Fausting. That would be bad. I don't know why the Germans have so many... I was about to say why the Germans have so many more munitions. It's because we just sunk 70 into a flamethrower for this thing. As it's getting itself fucked up by the 42. I don't know if that was worth putting a bit of damage on the 42. Whoa! Almost wiped a squad. That's impressive Tommies, but they really ought to have tried to get a flank on that MG40. That was a opportunity lost right there. If they had moved slightly forward, they could have tried to flank this thing. I guess they had to fight off the Grenadiers over here, but if they had tried to flank the thing, then it has to reposition, and then that lets the Bren move in and fuck it up. So I guess that wasn't doable, but it would have been great. We have Escalate to Battle Phase 1. And a bunch of manpower floating, because we aren't reinforcing. Oh, we are reinforcing, and now we're not floating. So it was right as I said it. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is good for the British. This is, ooh, but one more burst, maybe. Oh wow, that was, and a Faust. Okay, just kidding, it's not good for the British. I would not trade a Wasp for an MG42. That can be recruited unless you yourself recruit it. But how do you recruit? You've got fucking 4-man squads. This is very risky, a very risky proposition. And the Germans have it, so too late. Yeah, that was a good trade for the Germans. Definitely blow up your opponent's Bren that's been upgraded to a Wasp for an MG42 that you can recruit unquestionably, especially when on the right-hand side of the map they're not going to try and cap it for a while, or at least it looks like it. This is still going to be your fuel, and your strategic point for a while. And the German player leaves the MG here. Interesting choice. Not a bad choice. The British player maybe was expecting there to be a retreat. That would be a 50-50 chance at least. So since there's no retreat, the German player may catch the British unaware with that machine gun, which can be really important because they're trying to cap the fuel, but they get suppressed and pinned, and then they have to retreat, and that's a lot of time lost for the British, so we'll see how that goes. Instead, the British sinking their resources into this excellent flank. Wonderful cutoff. Also shoot some other motherfuckers. There's this red cover that makes it hard to approach. I don't know why the British are being so ham. Just hang out over here on the green cover, fighting the red, but whatever. Whatever. British now have almost complete map control, considering the cutoff is stopping the Germans from getting fuel. So they have +7 fuel versus +26, and then +11 munitions versus +53. So this is a very good choice, even without knowing that the MG was here for a while. Because if the British player had known the MG was there for a while, they would have avoided it and gone for the cutoff, but they sort of intuited it. So this was a perfect MG reposition, by the way. You won't see a lot of German players doing something that cool. But getting that machine gun in from behind, facing backwards effectively, and pinning those two squads, force the retreat. It's going to get the Germans their cutoff back, and things are going to start looking much better for the Germans in a moment. And they win that fight over there. Everything's coming up German. Everything's coming up Hitler. Coming up Hitler, in case I didn't enunciate that well enough for you to understand. I was saying things are going well for Adolf. And we have a scout car coming out. At the same time, we have a scout car coming out. So that's going to be not so great for the Germans. The German scout car can... Ooh, Teller mines. That'll be good. If it... if the... what's it called? An AEC runs over it. Did we buy an artillery officer? What the motherfuck? Haven't seen one of these in a while. I didn't even look at the doctrines. We went German infantry doctrine, and we bought an artillery field officer. And make your predictions in chat or in the YouTube comments about what the hell is going to happen with this artillery field officer. And also what's going to happen with these two armored cars, because now we have both on the field. The British one is right over here. German is not going to be happy about this. Blam! Oh, that's not good. The Teller mines aren't even over here. I feel like the only German option here is Faust. And that's what's happening. Oh, it stopped reversing. Get the fuck out. Oh, this is actually not so bad. That Faust plus the bombardment from this upgun did some damage. So this is hurt. The plan now... Oh, well, artillery field officer did his first thing. Is the smoke free? Yeah, it is free. Okay. You know what? It was for the Vickers. To get around the Vickers. It was just free smoke to stop the Vickers, and frankly, pretty good. What's this thing cost? 240? He's not cheap, but he can cap. You need another capping unit this early in the game. So why not get a free smoke, motherfucker? Once you get Vet 1, you can call in a heavy mortar barrage. Interesting, interesting. I never use this guy, so I don't really know what's up with him. So now I think the German plan should be get this armored car to lure this armored car over these Teller mines, and then GG. And look, we went special weapons, surprising nobody. Bunker complete. Medics finally. Man, half health. Those grenadiers did need medics. 5-man squads. The bane of every German player. This repair noise is somehow annoying to me for the first time ever. Oh look, it says Achilles. I don't know if you want to be something with a weak heel, like a famous flaw, but I guess Achilles was pretty good outside of that terrible heel. Now we get to see the artillery field officer and its fighting chops. What kind of guns do they have? MP40s and a Luger. Interesting. So I guess if you get them close, maybe they can do some damage. Probably not a good choice, but you can do it. Here's the upgun guy. I keep saying upgun, that might be confusing. This used to be an upgrade, the gun it's got. It used to be an upgrade that you'd get, but now it just comes with it automatically. British armored car whiffs its first shot, giving the German time to get out. Pioneers don't care about the armored car, they're just going to try and get it with their flamethrower. That's not going to work. And the German player needs to really start thinking about what you're going to do about this. We have a pack being built, so that's going to be the response. Not a bad response at all. Pack is very good. Pack plus Faust. Mwah. And we have tank hunters out just in case the response was going to be something heavier, or just in case that armored car got annoying. I don't know. Tactical movement unlocked. Good cutoff. Wow, this is taking a lot of damage from the infantry sections. Don't show your butt to them. I guess they retreat, so we can't demonstrate how much damage they do with their rifles, but they do a lot of damage with their rifles when they roll a crit. Or not when they roll a crit, when they roll the penetration. And they can penetrate from the back. And the front sometimes, but especially the back. Which is why you don't show your back. That was the point of that story that I told. Sweet tactical analysis from Tycho. How'd you like that? Did these guys have any kills yet? They do have one kill. Interesting. Do you think they got grenaded? They're asking for it. Oh, not enough munis. Where'd the munis go? Oh, they threw a grenade. I wasn't even watching. I was looking so intently at these people, being like, why aren't they grenading? I missed these people grenading. So I called it. Happy me. And these guys wish they could... Oh, they can grenade. They have the munitions. Probably they got pinned, though. This thing is not Vet 1 yet, so it can't get the real grenade, but I hope the next stop for the artillery field officer is the right-hand side to drop some smoke in front of that Vickers. Nice assault here from the Germans, but they're realizing they have, like, 2 grenadier squads, so it's not going to be enough to get the cutoff going. I don't know if attacking the Vickers with the armored car is the plan. We'll see how this goes. I'll keep the armored car selected so you can watch its health tick down in the bottom right. I guess there's not much else to watch, so we'll watch it over here. Oh, nice. Positioning the armored car on the side. So the Vickers has to reposition to the side. And then the Pioneers can come in with the flames. That's some really pro play. That's some excellent pro play. That was so good. I'm in awe of that move. That is a move to put in your back pocket and use at some point. Jesus. Jesus. Are they gonna grenade? Oh, they were grenading, but they had to retreat before they got it off. That could have been so beautiful. That could have. I saw such wonderful things flash before my eyes. Oh, are we gonna see the bait? Baity McBait bait? Oh, the British aren't taking it. Too bad. That was heating up. First, the Germans pulled that cool little move. Then the bait looked like it was gonna happen. That master bait. But the Tommies are doing pretty good in these fights all around the map, all things considered. Maybe not versus the machine gun, which is set up in a weird way, but generally, yes. British player not getting as much done with his armored car as you might have hoped. Only 2 kills. This is similar to the last game if you were watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube and you watched my last upload, the last game where the AA half-track was not doing enough of damage. I think this time it's the armored car not doing enough damage. It's a little tougher in this match because there's the German armored car you have to worry about. But if the British don't make this armored car do a lot of stuff very soon, they may find themselves outmatched. I guess we don't really have a lot of teching for the Germans at this point. The fuel seems to have gone... We made it up to escalate to Battle Phase 2, but I don't know. The fuel seems to have gone who knows where. I suppose Battle Phase 2. But yeah, we have Panzer Grens coming out instead of teching. These guys are fighting. Hooray. Oh look, smoke! Yay! They did go the right. Now we finally have this cutoff enacted, probably because the British player was just too busy on all other parts of the map. We have some mines laid down, interesting. Nice shooting from these grenadiers into this building, but there's a Bren down there, that's not going to work. Oh man, I didn't expect this MG42 being set up here. That's really good. The armored car has to get recalled to push it off, because otherwise that cutoff would be perpetually in the German hands. That's not good. Where's the pack? There's the pack. The pack should probably be in the middle, but I guess they were figuring the armored car would be on the right. And here we go. Oh man, pack is getting some good long-range hits. This is really important. Armored car is going to have to pull out, which means the machine gun gets to stick around, which means the grenadiers get to stick around, which means... Oh, Jesus, they fucking killed it. Was that armor-piercing? Yes, that was armor-piercing rounds. This is suddenly looking really nice for the Germans. Are they going to wipe a squad on the retreat too? Probably not. They're getting out. These guys are suppressed by Vickers. But this is really good. Still one more burst, actually, maybe 2 or 3 more bursts with these fucking incendiary rounds. Gonna start chewing these people up. They've got them suppressed. If they can pin them pretty soon, That will stop. Yes, they pin them. They stop the decap. So again, the cutoff is still going. British have to retreat through this. Finally, the MG42 is pushed off. Where's the armored car? It's actually being repaired, so it can't come in for the fight. But that was painful for the British. At least they have a lot of fuel banked up, so they can maybe do some teching at some point. I don't know.
Enemy forces are securing
Right as I say that, I thought they were going to tech, and I would be proved right. But no, it's a Vickers. Interesting. Interesting. It is a pretty infantry-heavy fight so far, especially now the British armored car is dead, so... I guess that's what for the British Vickers is for. This artillery officer hasn't moved in a million years. Where is the smoke coming down? There it is. I don't know what it's for.
taking our territory.
Are we going to get a ring around the rosy here? Whoa, why did we build a 6-pounder? I guess they figured it's time for the Germans to tech. Yeah, we're doing the ring around the rosy. I don't know if the field officer can do some damage. Well, they can. There's 4 people with MP40s in that squad. And we're doing the armored car thing again, too, except slightly different, because this time it's not the armored car doing the distraction of the machine gun. This was so good, with just... Whoa! And they killed the Vickers! And they can crew it, too! That was amazing. This German player is somebody to follow and watch, my friends. They may not be able to crew it, it may be bugged, but it happens sometimes when it's decrewed like that. But we now have Escalate to Battle Phase 3 from the Germans, so we're ready to tech up to any goddamn thing. We've got a fair amount of fuel in the bank, and the British now only have the 1 Vickers that they just built because the other one got fucked up. And that was an interesting assault there from the Germans. Didn't quite work, but it looks like a grenade just dislodged those Bren people, and they almost lose a squad on the retreat. Jesus, I'm surprised they didn't chase. I guess they were looking for bursts from the LMG, which can't fire while moving. Oh boy. This is gross. This is gonna kill everybody. Right? Oh no, nice, nice. The tank hunters throw the artillery, so they gotta retreat. Perfect. Perfect. A nice little pickup for the British in a game that's looking progressively worse for them. They do have some fuel. Where did the fuel go? Oh, the fuel went to teching to the company command post. And it's ready just now. So, okay, the British can come back. We have a company command post, so they can build something out of that and come back. But, oh, that was surprising, driving that armored car into what you knew was an AT gun. But this is looking German. It's looking real good for the Germans. We have a fair amount of fuel. Maybe we'll see Tier 4 soon. Piles are in the base. Oh, there we go. Tier 4. Called it. Called it. Swish. Nothing but net for Tycho's prediction. Panzergrenadiers have 3 kills. Not so amazing. 4 kills on the Vet 2 Grenadiers. I was expecting a little more. 3 kills on the Field Officer. So there you go. Oh, these Panzergrenadiers have... What is this? Light artillery? Yeah. Forces the British to slightly move. And maybe a shell will hit somebody one of these days. Oh, well, decrews the AT gun. I guess it's worth it. Worth it just to make the British freak out, I guess. They kind of wanted to move in that situation anyway, so it's not a big deal to make a move, but whatever. Everyone gonna get lung cancer with all this smoke, says Cuddies. No smoke this time. I would have liked a little farewell smoke, but maybe it was on cooldown. Ooh, this is brave. Bringing this thing up against 2 Bren squads. Maybe with Vet 2, it's, I guess with Vet 2 it's a bit of a killing machine, isn't it? And there's a machine gun backing it up. So it can always reverse if it's scared. If these teller mines are still here, remember.
The enemy is attempting to steal our
So, what do you think? I was about to say a centaur, and the player preempted me. So I was about to get another swish prediction. Patting myself pretty hard on the back. Meanwhile, a Sturmpanzer. I did not predict that. I'll admit that. I didn't think that was coming. So, okie dokie for that. Don't know about it. Finally, we have Vet 1, so finally this guy can start killing some motherfuckers with his 40 munitions mortar drop. What do you get at Vet 2? Great. Well, here we go. Here's the Sturmpanzer. I predict there will be a winner in this game, says Red X-Wings. That's a very astute prediction. but it's lacking in specificity. 2 kills on the pilot squad. They almost have Vet 2. So close. They just have to walk into this machine gun and get shot at, and they'll get Vet 2. But the machine gun is not shooting at them. Now it is. I lied. No, I didn't lie. Oh, Jesus. AT gun takes out that shit. Sturmpanzer's here. Sturmpanzer fires. Not too bad. Couple kills. Forced to retreat. And here's the AA tank, and all of a sudden the German player is like, maybe I should have built another pack instead of a centaur. At least the light artillery will force some people off. Nice, light artillery getting the kill. Getting another kill. It's like 3 kills so far. So that was good to force off that AAT gun, I suppose. So this thing can drive around. Can it hurt the centaur? I think it can hurt the centaur, actually. Let's see. Let's see if it hurts the centaur. It's not going to hit. But if it hits, I think it hurts. It's going to shoot the AAT gun now. What's it going to shoot? Shooting the centaur. It's going to miss again. Yeah, if the centaur's moving, it's not going to hit. And the centaur is obviously going to be moving. Whatever. I predict there will be one winner in this Crossing in the Woods game, says Red X Wins. Slightly better. Keep it up. We'll make a caster review yet. Sturmpanzer, interesting choice. Interesting choice. It's certainly a thing to buy when you're ahead and your opponent's got a lot of infantry, but German kind of lucked out that the UK decided to build a centaur here rather than going for a slightly more impressive tank, because a slightly more impressive tank would have really highlighted the weaknesses of the Sturmpanzer pick. Looks like the pack is going down too, so without the pack there's really not a lot that can hold up to the centaur. I guess it's good that this on-map artillery is horrible for the British, because it completely fails to take out the pack in 2 barrages. Maybe even 3, I don't know. Another AT gun. British needs some armor. They've got some fuel. British need a Cromwell. It's really surprising to see the Centaur pick instead of the Cromwell, but I suppose it's for the same reason as the Sturmpanzer instead of Panzer IV or something. And now we have a fucking Nebelwerfer or whatever it's called, Panzerwerfer. Don't know about that. But it's the same principle as the Sturmpanzer. Yeah, why'd we go tier 4? Shouldn't we have just gone tier 3? Seems like that would have been the play. I don't know. The Germans so far ahead, I guess, at this point. Sturmpanzer is yet to get more kills from its very first outing. We got those 2. Centaur's getting some kills finally. Yikes. Yikes, there's a squad down. Oh, there's the Sturmpanzer showing up for work. Who did they kill? Was that a guy running away from the decrewed AT gun? Pioneers have no chill in multiple ways. A flamethrower is 0 chill. Killing a retreating guy is 0 chill. Absolutely no kill. Nebelwerfer comes in. This may break the back, the straw that broke the camel's back at this point. Yeah, British are fucking dead. That's GG. They're not even retreating this thing. They've given up. Good game. That was pretty cool. I would say, again, just like in the last game, the light vehicle that came out, and this time it was a armored car, Tetrarch armored car, just needed to do a lot more. Is it even a Tetrarch? No, it's an AEC. The AEC needed to do so much more. The AEC was not able to accomplish its mission, and that was GG for the British, basically.